Well, hello. We've had quite a few questions, which is exciting. We had no idea what was happening in October. And so obviously, if you're in the Mary Kay world, you have heard right now, double credit, double credit, double credit. And you're like, why are these people so stinking excited about double credit? What does that mean? What does that mean? So I'm doing a video for you today to walk you through what it means to have double credit, what it looks like to you and your figures right now, no matter where you are in your Mary Kay business. So I designed this video for you so you would fully understand the entire concept of double credit. And not just double credit any time of year, but double credit right now, this time of year. So here's the thing. Okay, so we know it's October. We know the Mary Kay, we run on the July through the June on the fiscal year. So you guys, July, August, September, 3 months have already gone by. You guys, 1/4 of our year, and I don't do real well in fractions, okay? So what that means, 25% of our Mary Kay year has passed. 25% is passed. And so what I love about something like double credit, you may be totally on track, on target for your goals, or you may be a little behind. And when you have something like double credit right now, this is how you not just catch up. This is how you go beyond what your original goal was anyway. So this is a gift. When I say this is a gift, this is a true gift. And so some of you are new and you're like, I don't even know what goals I should have. I don't even, when you talk about your standing in your unit or prizes or awards or courts of sales, what does that mean? So that's exactly why I'm doing this video. I want you to see why it's so important that we max it out. Max it out with your double credit for the month of October. So let me show you what this means when we say max it out. What does it mean? How does that look in your company quota sharing, or how does that look in your sales? Okay, so first let's talk about quota sharing. So what that means, that's sales. Whoops, sorry, let me go this side. What this means, sharing, your quota sharing means your team members. So when you add 3 team members in October towards your company quota sharing, it actually counts as 6. All right, you add 6. They let us max it out at 6. So when you add 6 personal team members in the month of October, it counts as 12. So look at this. Normally, quota sharing, that's 6 new team members in the month of October. Normally, if you did this in October, 6 new team members in October would mean 6 new team members in October. So because of double credit, 6 new team members means 12 new team members. Now, I'm going to get to why that's huge. I'm going to talk about our quota sharing courts, but to know that what you do counts double in your company quota sharing, which is, this is literally half of what you need. And you're only 25% in. I just want that to register. All right, so half of what you need just by maxing it out this month would get you half of what you need for that entire court. So we are going to talk about that in a minute. So now let's talk about sales. What does it look like figure-wise for sales? How do we max it out with sales? Okay, are you getting the hints? Okay, I wrote these cards for me as much as you, just to keep me on focus, to keep me on track. Court of sales. Okay, so in the month of October, when you max it out at 2,000 wholesale, normally for October or any other month, 2,000 wholesale equals 4,000 retail. We know that. 2,000 wholesale, 4,000 retail. But this is where the big old but comes in. But in October for double credit, 4,000 retail is doubled. So now a 2,000 wholesale order doesn't equal this. It equals 8,000 retail. Okay, you could have 0 in right now. 0 in right now. And literally walking in October with by maxing it out at 2,000 wholesale, you will be sitting at 8,000 retail. This is huge. I'm going to give you some figures in a minute so you see that of what that is. That's almost half of one of our courts right now, just with 75% in the year. So we're going to talk about your main objective for October is to sell enough product, which that is our objective every month to build our customer base, to build your depth, to hold beauty experiences, to hold color experiences, because we're a beauty consultant, all right? So we're going to keep doing that in October, probably a little more intensely. We're going to pass on some extra things to our hostesses as a reason why she needs to have her beauty experience or color experience in October. And then we're going to do some extra things to get some outside sales moving and generating, just to create such a stir. So this is not an issue. We sell enough so we can have a 2,000 wholesale order, which will now count 8,000 retail. Okay, we clear on that? Oh my gosh, it gets better and better. So I want you to understand the importance of maxing it out. Maxing it out, of whether it's with your 6 new team members or for your 2,000 wholesale. So let's talk about the sharing courts. Okay, we started with sharing, we'll stop with this. So a sharing court. So we have 3 different courts. And so this is where you are recognized locally as well as on our big stage in Dallas, Texas. When I say recognized on stage, I mean recognized in an arena of thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Okay, and not strangers, not grumpy people, but Mary Kay women and sisters that are applauding you like they've known you all of your life. It's where you receive recognition and treatment like most people in the world never receive. When you are walking on a stage and women are clapping for you and you hear your name mentioned on the microphone, and when you get extras such as a royalty reception, I mean, whoever even thinks of things like that? I can promise you in El Dorado, we have no royalty reception, okay? Royalty reception meaning that you go and that you get to be with all the national sales directors and everyone who has achieved in that royalty reception. So you are with the most prestigious women in this company, and your husband gets to go too. Believe me, Wayne Stone could do an entire tutorial for you and your husband or your man of why you need to get to the royalty reception because of the food. And so if you've ever been to the royalty reception with me, then you know that I don't see my husband a whole lot because he's got a map. He's got the whole place mapped out of where the mashed potato bar is and where the great food is. It's food. It's delicacy food. It's amazing food. It's an amazing atmosphere that you won't capture. You won't capture it anywhere else. And so when you achieve one of these courts, I'm going to tell you which ones, then I get to be there with you, which is huge. So let's talk about company court of sharing. What does that court, the company court of sharing, look like? Okay, so we have 3 different stages for company court. We have a unit court, we have a princess court, and we have a national court. The unit court of sharing means that you've added 6 qualified team members. 6. Now that is within a 12-month period that you're considered the unit court. So we will recognize you at our local awards banquet. That's exciting. So that's just 6. Okay, so if you max out the court of sharing in October, you're already at 12. If you do 3, you're then at 6. And we still have 75% of the year left. Are you with me on that? Okay, so that's that one. This 12 is the princess court. This is where you've added 12 qualified team members. So if you do the 6 this month, then you're already there, halfway through. The company, the national court of sharing is where you go on stage. It means you have 24 qualified team members. So that's why this double credit is huge. You max it out at 6, you have 12. That's half, exactly half. You have the remainder of the year till June to find the other 12. Okay, another 12 women in this world that love people and want to make some extra money and just need a focus that's going to empower them and be a mask of oxygen to them. And so, you guys, that's the company court of sharing. These are the 3 different courts. So do you see when we see that 6 new team members counts as 12, why we scream? Now do you see why we scream? Because you're halfway through here and you've already done that and you're only 25% through the year. Okay, so this is company court of sharing. I wanted you to be able to see what that means. Okay, so now let's get to the other. The company court of sales. Why are these sales important? So there's different levels that you're going to receive your recognition and prizes and diamond rings. Okay, so we've got 3 different courts we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the $10,000. This is your unit court. we have a $20,000 Princess Court, and then we have a $40,000 National Court of Sales. All right, so the Court of Sales here. Wow. 2,000 wholesale, 8,000 retail. Do you see how you're almost here? In October. In October. Okay, so what this is your unit court. This is what's going to be recognized locally. Now, our $20,000 Princess Court, we had a lot of women from our unit do the Princess Court last year. Last year, they did recognize this. It was the first time ever, and at that time it was 54 years, where the Princess Court actually went on stage. That was a big deal. And so I don't know if they're doing that again this year. I have no idea. And so what I love, so that's half it, that's 20,000. So literally, just by maxing this out, you're almost halfway to that. And that doesn't include November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Okay, you with me on that? It just goes by that fast, doesn't it? But the last one is our National Company Court of Sale. This is your $40,000 retail court. Oh, this is where the mashed potato bar comes into play. This is where you come on stage and they read your name. This is where every beauty consultant or sales director is able to go across stage. This is where we get our beautiful diamond rings. This is them. Do you see them? You guys, there's nothing like a diamond ring. We tease about that. Mary Kay Ash would say herself, if you think a Mary Kay diamond ring is gaudy, that means you don't have one. You guys, it's so true. If I wore all my diamonds at one time, I would totally scare El Dorado. I totally would. And so that's an amazing thing. So I wanted to show you exactly this sales court. So the goal is, yes, National Company Court of Sales at $40,000, and to know that just, so if you already have in 8,000 now, and I can let you know exactly where you are. If you're already in some of you are already at 8,000 now, and then you max out and add another 8,000, that's 16,000. You are literally almost halfway through to this, and you still have November, December, and then the rest of it. Do you see why this is not far? That this is not unattainable. It's something because of double credit. So maybe you're brand new. There will be women that will walk in now, take advantage and have zero in, take advantage of this, start at 8,000. Sorry, I get my signs mixed up. Start with their 8,000 and they will finish right here. Because this is just October. That doesn't include what you're doing in December with your holiday pop-ups or when you're selling to men. And then January when it's a new year and new you makeovers. And there's a whole different spin on beauty experiences and colors experiences. Wow. Okay, so I wanted to slow it down to let you see exactly what happens, and as far as us maxing it out, what it means to you in all of your courts. Okay, so here we go. So for the court of sharing, this is what I say. Why not now? If you are ever going to go on target for a car, that means you're working with at least 5 team members. 5 team members is also where your 13% commission comes in. Why would it not be October? Why would it not be? Why would it not be when women are looking for, how am I going to make some extra money for Christmas? When people are hiring on, UPS and FedEx, they are recruiting strong right now. So is Macy's for her 8-hour shift standing up. Yuck. No. So why can't we? If you've ever had a goal to be on target for your Mary Kay car with 5 team members, if you've ever had that goal for that red jacket, the hunt for the red October is what we call that, this is the month to do it. Because when you add, look, I've got so many signs. I've got signs flying everywhere. I don't even know where my sign is that talks about. When you add your 6, it counts. Here we go. As 12. You add your 5. It counts as 10. So if you're so we've got women in DIQ right now. Woo! What a month to be in DIQ because you're adding anyway. So here's my question to you. Where are they in the process? Where are they? Your new team members, where are they? What's my question for you now is, what is their next step? Have they been on a peek into pink? That's just the first thing. I need you to have a little checklist in your brain because we're going to problem solve, solution oriented right here. Do they need to be on a pink into pink? Do I just need to meet them for coffee for 15 minutes on their lunch break? and talk to them? Do they need to come and see something? Of course, we've got our holiday workshop that's coming up on Monday night. We've got different customer nights that are happening. But girls, we're not waiting until the end of October. There's an urgency now. Why now? Why is there an urgency to get them in now? Because when you build your depth in your team, so let's say you add a new team member this weekend, and then she comes to the holiday workshop, and then she brings a friend, and then she adds a new team member. And then she starts to, and then she comes to her customer, and then she comes to class 2 training class, and she adds another new team member. The best part about that is whoever all your team member add now counts towards your unit. You guys, that is huge. So when you start DIQ, it's not just with 8, it's your 8 and all those people. October is the month that you want that. It might as well double for sure. So let's talk about some selling ideas, and I'm going to wrap you up. Oh, because we got a lot to do. Okay, so let's talk about selling ideas for how you are going to max it out in double credit. It's just not an option. Why wouldn't you? Okay, so here's some things. Number 1, let me peek around here. Order for Christmas. Number 1, if you have not gotten all your personal Christmas gifts now in Mary Kay, you've got to do it in October. Why wouldn't you? It counts double. You know everyone you have to buy for, and if not, you need to make that list immediately. Every teacher, every friend, every family member, every coworker, whether it's your hairstylist or your postman or whoever it is, every single gift. You need to go through this lookbook and figure out what they're getting in the Mary Kay world, whether it's a pomegranate satin hands, which will be huge, whether it's one of our fun new mascaras, whether it's the new lips, whatever, the mask. We've got all kinds of cute gift tags. You're going to hear and see all of that at our holiday workshop. But number 1, as it's going to count double, do your own Christmas order. Do your own Christmas shopping. Your second one is your product, your inventory. Do you have inventory? I don't know if you do or not. I want to tell you what. Some of you came in and you've got your product. So when you have your pop and shop in November, or when you have your shop and stop, whatever you may call it, or your pop-up shop in December, that when they're coming there, are they leaving with it? When you have your beauty, could you have a beauty experience and a color experience and service those women? Could you do that? That's just questions to ask yourself. And if you're on a profit-making basis, meaning people consider you and see you as, yes, hey, I need to come by and get my foundation, and they come by and leave, I can tell you what that does to a customer base. They're not going anywhere. And so in that, you may be fine or you may not be. This is the month to get caught up with that. If you started at a certain level and you really didn't want to start there, then this is the month you get caught up so you're able to service those. Why? Because it counts double. Why would you not do it on the month that it counts double? Here's a third one. I love this. This is our Fab on Friday basket. Your Fab on Friday, this is when you start every week. A different basket needs to be going to a different person every week. Friday is, I would say send it in there at least on Tuesday or Wednesday. That way they've got it. They're seeing it, but excuse me, anything that you have on your shelf right now, put it in this basket. That's producing extra outside orders. Now we know where the majority of our income comes from. When you hold a beauty experience and when you hold a color experience. There is nothing like walking out of your beauty experience with anywhere from $500 to $1,000 in your hand. There's nothing like that at all. So these are just ideas for in addition to what we're doing anyway. Are you with me on that? So what I love about the Fab on Friday basket is it's all kinds of things, because Friday is payday and women are excited on Fridays. And so if you are strategic where that basket goes, one, it needs to be someone who loves Mary Kay and just loves people, and she's a talker, and maybe it's a teacher's lounge, maybe it's in the bank, maybe it's in your mortgage company or your dentist office or whoever, and you're throwing stuff in there that people can grab quickly, like mascaras, like eye makeup remover. They can smell something and they like it. So it's a very quick, easy purchase. So that way everything, you guys, everything they're getting on these new product bundles, charcoal mask, product bundles, be selective. When you are adding team members right now, you realize you're getting a $220 product bonus. So when you sell out of that basket, that's profit. That's $220 profit. That's the stuff you put in there for your Fab on Friday baskets. All right, the last one, Target products. Okay, I'm going to wrap up with this. Target products. is if it helps you, whether it's weekly or monthly, to target, to really keep talking about certain products. So one, I'm going to talk about the pomegranate satin hands because it's for anyone. It's an amazing hand treatment. You know satin hands, but it's got a pomegranate. Pomegranate's a big trend. It's kind of like dragon fruit, pomegranate. You know what I mean? It's a big trend right now. Obviously, charcoal mask. You can literally talk about it and sell that. Targeted. Oh my gosh, you talk about for October? This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Do you realize our Lash Love mascara? Look at this. I love the Lash Love that mascara that they did for the holiday line. Look at it. It is too adorable. Even the packaging is different. Too adorable. Do you realize for every one of these Lash Love mascaras you sell, they're giving $1 to the Mary Kay Ash Foundation? Do you realize that for October? So it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We have our own foundation that donates $2.5 million a year to cancer research that affects women. This is a time to shout that from the rooftop. And so could you focus on mascara? Find your mascara maniacs and you just send tons of mascara with them to their office or to their work and let them get their mascara for free for the entire year. Okay? That's just giving them 4 mascaras. Because we use one every 3 months. So do the math on that. I don't even have, so $15 times 4, that's $60. It costs you $30 to have somebody out there having fun, hustling, shouting out from the rooftops about the Mary Kay Ash Foundation, about $1 going towards our cancer research that affects women. Can you see that? Just by one targeted product. Find your mascara maniacs. This takes no skill. Just takes somebody that can talk and is excited about mascara. Are you with me on that? Maybe you throw in a little, whether it's an eye makeup remover, whether they do the lash intensity with it, you can have fun with this. But October, this is the month to do it. Woo! It's a big month. Do you see now why we're excited to max it out? Yeah, so I hope this helped you to figure out, yes, I know why I'm going to max this out at 2,000. Yes, I know why I need to max this out. When I have big goals anyway, when I want to build my customer base anyway, when I want to build my depth in my team anyway, this is a gift. It goes so right alongside of what we're doing anyway, because we love everything this company stands for, and we love getting together with a group of women and having that experience with them. You guys, it's going to be an outrageous opportunity. October, over the top, whatever you want to call it, overflowing, open-minded, open heart. October. This is a game-changing month. I love you guys. I hope this helps you, and let's run. And if you have questions about your figures of your totals, let's talk so we can find out exactly how close you are to that Princess Court or that company, National Company Court of Sales. Notice on this one, my drawing's horrible. That's supposed to be a big fat diamond, right? All right, you guys, have an awesome day, and let's go max it out.